satisfying bit kind of gives it away. Those berries look ripe and juicy, but my mom taught me never to judge a book by its cover. They're probably poisonous and almost certainly fattening. Those berries look ripe and juicy. Nuh-uh, that marshy ground between me and the berries looks treacherous. I'll probably get stuck and drown.
It's chilly out here. You should really be wearing a sweater, doll. You don't want to catch a cold, not with the fate of the known cosmos on your shoulders.
I'm fine, thanks, Crow. What's going on with you?
Keeping my eyes open, you know, floating on the warm winds, doing that whole Hawkeye shtick. I'm getting pretty good at it, too. I spotted you from at least 100 yards away.
Impressive.
Yep. They don't call me the Lord of the Winds for nothing.
Do they really call you that?
No, but soon, by the balance, they will. Now, what can I do for you, sweetheart?
No, the marshland's too dangerous to be wandering around in. Crow, I need you to fly over there and get some of those berries for me. And Crow?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't eat the berries.
No, ma'am.
Thanks, Crow.
You got it. I'm gonna go back up there and work on my eyesight. I ain't stopping until I can spot those cute chicks from miles and miles away.
I got a few of these ripe and sticky berries, but I don't want to carry them with me for much longer. The juice is coloring my pants. Nice stonework, but not particularly realistic. Strange texture. My fingers feel tingly. Oh my god! What are you? I don't understand what you're saying. Can you try to open your mouth a bit?
Impossible.
Impossible? Okay. Okay, there's gotta be some way to help you talk. By the way, can you help me get up there? Into the castle?
Yes. My eyes can't move. Any magic?
I don't know any magic, sorry. But I'll try to find a way to soften you up.
Thank you.
Other than getting him all red and sticky, what would be the point? They look like dark purple tulips with a satin texture. Pretty, but a little too gothic for my taste. It's like, where's the funeral? They feel very soft to the touch and soothing like skin moisturizer. I'll bring a few in case my hands get dry. Never hurts to be prepared for a dry skin emergency. doesn't work. The stone surface is too coarse and the petals aren't moist enough by themselves. I think I need to mix them with something to make it easier to apply. There. You feel better?
Softer. Yes.
Unfortunately, I don't think the salve will be effective for very long. I'm April, by the way.
Lorhan, I'm a sailor, and you've got to help me get out of here. I don't think I can stand it much longer.
What happened to you?
That blasted alchemist cast a spell on me, turned me to solid rock. Then he put me here to be gatekeeper and anchor for his blasted castle. That was near 6 full moons past now.
You've been here for half a year?
Curse the balance. When you say it like that, it is an age. My wife is sure to have taken someone else's bed by now. Blasted magic. The Vanguard were right.
What do you mean the Vanguard were right?
That we've been at the mercy of the balance for too long. It's time to make some changes. Put the control back into the hands of the people.
How would that have helped you?
Well, for one, there wouldn't be any rogue magicians like this Roper Klacks running about causing trouble. Do you not agree?
I'm not about to argue politics with you right now, Lorhan. I'm in a hurry.
Who's arguing? And blasted be my rocky hide. Get me out of here.
How can I help you?
It ain't just me, April. There are dozens of men up there. Servants and sailors and merchants and soldiers, all sent here by their masters to deal with Roper Klacks. Ha! Cursed be the balance. We've all been turned to stone, and our souls trapped in a crystal that the madman keeps in his tower. He draws power from that, power that shouldn't be his by right. But this blasted problem with the balance has upset the natural order of things. If the Vanguard were in control, this would never have happened. Things would be like they used to be a long time ago.
Everything was good then?
Oh, sure, there were problems, but this rift, it ain't natural. Science and magic belong together in the hands of the people, not to some naked guardian fellow on a tower somewhere far away.
Listen, we've got more important things to think about, like how I'm going to get inside the mountain, beat this Klacks guy, and free your soul.
Yeah, you're right. And I can feel my muscles turning to stone again. We must hurry.
How do I get inside the mountain?
I'll pull the stairs down for you. Usually when Klacks comes and goes, he softens me up for a bit, just so I can raise and lower the stairs for him, and then he changes me back to solid rock again. Once you're inside, and if you manage to defeat the madman, and I don't see how you're going to do that, a young woman like yourself.
I'm pretty resourceful, and I'm not your run-of-the-mill teeny bopper either.
You're what? Anyways, if you defeat Klacks, you must find his study and break the crystal, the soul stone. That should break the spell and give us back our flesh and bone bodies.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, here goes. Watch your head, April.
Labyrinth, great. I so love these things.
Jump! Jump into the abyss!
Who is that? Wait, don't tell me. Evil wizard. They all sound like Richard III on crack.
Bah!
He's got his hand out like he's begging. That gargoyle's holding a large hourglass. His hand's on fire. It's a salt shaker. Whoa, I'm not afraid of heights, but this is kind of scary. Something tells me that door down there is important. But how am I gonna get to it?
Jump! Jump into the abyss!
Salt. Pepper. I guess he's not around. I should try again later. Can't. The door's been blocked. Lorhan must have turned back into solid rock.
To give up. Toss yourself into the abyss and save yourself from an eternity encased in stone.
It's a rolled up parchment. Like a serving maid. It's a rolled up parchment. It's a mirror door. I look different in that mirror. Darker, scowling, scarred. Must be the light. Whoa, talk about a hissy fit. Evil Mirror Universe April sure got some anger stored up. Guess she doesn't want me to get that parchment. It's a stone door. Who's knocking? That door's got an hourglass sticking out of it. God! This is just a painting of a staircase. Not fair. Now I understand how Wile E. Coyote felt. That damn bird.
Balance be cast!
That's one stony face.
Hell's bells!
Say whatever you want about Roper Klacks, he certainly knows how to keep a big fire. Oh, wait. Are those human bones down there?
Finally! I was beginning to think you would never make it through my labyrinth. Welcome to my humble home. Do you like it? I had it built according to my own specifications by the most skilled architects of Arcadia. They have since become a permanent and quite attractive fixture of their own building, of course. Oh, but I forget my manners. I am, as I am sure you already know, Roper Klacks. And you would be?
April Ryan, pleased to meet you, sir.
Oh, but the kitten has manners. How precious. How very precious. I am tempted to not turn you into stone. You would make a spirited wife and mother to my demonic children. But no, it will be more fun to destroy you.
Why did you trap the wind?
Why does the wolf eat the sheep?
I don't think you answered my question.
Because I can, little girl, because I can. And because of who I am. Because I am hungry. And because the time is right.
I think you did it because you're insecure and you have to show off your petty magic to the world.
Shut your pretty little mouth. I will devour you. I will... But we must not lose our self-control, must we? No, we must not.
Why did you turn those people into stone?
Questions, questions, questions! I do not need to explain myself to you, little bastard child. Do you know who your parents are? No, of course not. Too stupid!
What? What do you know about my parents?
Suffer the little children. Oh, how I love that phrase. It is my life's philosophy. I like suffering, especially the suffering of innocent children. Their screams are so pretty, their tears so salty.
You're a real shit, Klacks.
I know you are, but what am I? Ha ha ha!
Prepare to be defeated.
Prepare to be defeated. Pah! Clichés! Is that the best you can do?
Watch me.
Yes. And you plan to do what? Witness the men who came before you with their weapons and their magic. Look what happened to them. Turned to stone. Each and every one of them for all eternity. I even own their souls now, and they will feed me and keep me strong for as long as I need them.
How original. Been reading a lot of fairy tales lately, have we?
Oh, how precious. See? I could scour your flesh off your bones in a second, little girl. Now, do you think you could defeat me?
How about a proper challenge?
A proper... What do you mean by a proper challenge?
I can't defeat you with magic. I'm not a wizard.
Wizards? Frauds, the lot of them. The only real magic is the magic of alchemy. But of course, you cannot defeat me with magic. That is why I will win.
What's so great about beating me with magic? That's not a challenge. That's a walkover. If we even the odds out a bit, you'll have more fun and satisfaction from turning me into stone later.
You are trying to trick me, I know that. But you intrigue me, little girl. Go on, then. Issue a challenge worthy of my powers.
I challenge you to a game of hopscotch.
Do not underestimate me, little girl. I was young once too, believe it or not. And I was the neighborhood champion in hopscotch 3 years running.
Okay, let's rock and roll. Fine, you win. I challenge you to a round of tic-tac-toe.
Did I forget to mention that back at the Alchemists' Academy, I was a faithful member of the Tic-Tac-Toe Club for 5 years?
Oh, really? Fine, you win. I challenge you to a spelling bee.
Ha! Spelling. My secret passion. All right. You begin. Give it to me.
Sure, okay. Spell... bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy, as in a body of non-elective government officials. Bureaucracy. B-U-R-E-A-U-C-R-A-C-Y. Bureaucracy. Now it's your turn. Spell... Anzabequakalia.
Answer what? That's not a real word.
It is. It is a terminology often used in the study of the black art of alchemy. Now spell it.
A-N-S... Oh, forget it. I challenge you to guess my weight.
118 pounds.
Damn. I challenge you to recite a monologue from Shakespeare's Macbeth.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence, and catch with his surcease success, that but this blow might be the be-all, and the end-all.
All right already. I challenge you to a cooking contest.
Cooking, my secret passion. You have not lived until you have tasted my mince pie.
Oh, brother. Forget cooking. I suck at cooking anyway. Big, certainly, but I can't see anything through it. It's like there's a thick fog outside obscuring everything. I challenge you to a contest of simple arithmetic, using only this petty little device against your supreme intellectual powers.
Give me your best shot, but after this, I will take your soul and trap you in stone for all eternity.
Sounds good to me. Okay, here's one. 49 times 11.
49 times 11 what?
Numbers. Okay, think of apples and oranges. 49 apples times 11 oranges.
49 times 11. Let's see. Carry the 1 over, divide by 3. What to do with that file? No, forget that one. So that leaves us with 9! Aha!
Wrong. It's 539. That was an easy one, Klacks. Is that the best you can do?
2 out of 3.
I'll give you an even easier one this time. 603 divided by 3.
Ooh, you underestimate my powers, little girl. 5,867.2.3. Aha!
Way off, buddy. It's 201. Sorry, you lose.
Give me that thing. Ooh, this is intriguing. This really is. What does this do? Oh, my.
And I always thought math was such a waste of time. It's a crystal ball with tiny specks of light, flitting back and forth inside. This must be where Klacks has trapped the souls of all those unfortunate people. These curtains haven't been washed in years. Typical. Evil alchemists spend too much time mixing potions and coming up with megalomaniacal schemes, and not enough time doing basic household chores. There's something behind the curtain. Clever fellow, that Roper Klacks. Who'd think to look there? I don't know how high up we are, but there are clouds below us and I can't see the ground. It's a bottle containing white liquid. It smells like ozone. It sounds like distant thunder. It feels moist and light, fluffy almost. It's a big old skull with a weird blue light inside. It's a bottle containing a blue liquid. It's a tap used for emptying the contents of the pot into a container. Empty vials. It's a bottle containing a yellow liquid. This page has been torn out, leaving only part of it readable. If he bothered to tear it out, it must be important. It's a spell. Clouds and spiders' webs, plus, magic finger? If alchemy is anything like chemistry, that last one is probably some kind of catalyst or something. Clouds and spider web plus catalyst makes... invisible? It's a bottle containing a red liquid.
What's going on? Nice digs you found here, though I'd cut down on the mad alchemist decor just a little. It's just not you.
I don't plan on sticking around, Crow.
Heck, why not? You'll be mobile. Home security is not an issue, and you can strike fear into the hearts of men.
When you put it like that, no.
Hey, up to you. So, why'd you call me?
What's going on out there?
What's going on is that we're currently cruising at an altitude of, very high.
And where are we heading?
We're very slowly going nowhere except up. There's no wind, remember? It'll start getting chilly and hard to breathe in a few hours, however. That won't be very pleasant.
I could use some help.
I'll try my best. Just let me know what you want me to do.
Think you can get that red flask for me, Crow?
Unless you want me to knock it down for you? No way. It's too large and unhandy for my claws.
Need some fresh air, Crow? Go on, go for a walk.
You kicking me out of here? I thought you needed my help.
Yeah, I do. Sorry. Stick around. It's a bottle containing a green liquid. Nah, I don't trust my mirror image. She's a bad girl. It smells hard to define. Sharp, decisive, earthy. It feels cool to the touch, like ice. I can hear a distant tingling sound like crystal bells. It smells like ozone. It smells like fresh flowers. It smells like pearls of morning dew. It has the texture of thin strands of hair. I can hear the rustling of tiny legs. It's a tap used for emptying the contents of the pot into a container. It smells like fresh flowers. It feels soft like satin and very fragile. It sounds like the rapid flapping of fragile wings. It's a big cast iron pot simmering over a slow fire. empty vials. I'll just pour the finished potion into one of these vials. Like so. Fortunately, they're small enough to carry in my pocket. I'm invisible! That's so cool! Solid again. Good timing. I've gotta hold on to this stuff. If nothing else, it's perfect for sneaking into clubs back home. It's a vial containing a magical essence that, with luck, will make a page that's been torn out of a book. From the intricate schizophrenic handwriting and the frighteningly detailed illustrations, butterfly wings with clouds makes leaf. Makes you light as a leaf, probably. Clouds with brimstone makes storm. Storm? I could bring the wind back with this potion. Spider's webs and butterfly wings makes... What is that? A chain around a chaotic symbol? Chaotic like magic? Chain magic? Bind magic! I'll just pour the finished potion into one of these vials. I'll just pour the finished potion into one of these vials. I'll just take a tiny little sip. Ooh, bitter. I do feel a little less weighty. If I put my mind to it, I could probably jump quite high. Whoa! I should save some of this stuff for the Olympic Games next year. It's a safe bet. I dominate the high jump and pole vault contests. Brimstone with brimstone makes Big Bang. Ooh, like a firecracker. I always wanted a firecracker. Clouds with brimstone makes a stormy wind potion. I'll just pour the finished potion into one of these vials. I'll just pour the finished potion into one of these vials. I'll save it for when I really need it. Hold on to this vial, okay?
Oh, sure, holding on to stuff is a specialty of mine. What for?
I'll let you know. I want you to fly out there, Crow, as high as you can and empty the potion into the clouds.
Oh, what if there's lightning? I don't like lightning. Lightning has caused better birds than me to crash and burn. All right, I'll do it. I'm the ever-faithful Crow.
Uh-oh, I guess it's working.
That's done with. There's still quite a bit left in the bottle in case you need it later on.
Nothing. It just fizzled. The crystal seems to be in constant fluctuation. Maybe that's preventing the explosive potion from being effective. Captain Nebeve?
Huh? Oh, it's just you. Where have you been?
Where have I... Don't you remember? I went north to find Roper Klacks and get him to release the wind.
Oh, aye. You know, the wind did pick up mysteriously last night, but,
But what?
I don't trust it to not die down in a few hours. Or at the most, a day or two.
But I destroyed the alchemist. I even set his prisoners free from the rock they were trapped in, destroyed the soul stone, sailed back here in his floating castle, and you don't believe a word of it, do you?
Not a word.
Great. I did defeat Roper Klacks.
Uh-huh. Do you have his severed head somewhere on you?
I beat him. I didn't say I killed him.
Of course you didn't.
Can we set sail for Elias now?
Well, the wind has picked up a bit, but I don't trust the good weather to last. I don't want to be sitting dead in the water come tomorrow afternoon, so I'll wait a few days more.
Thanks for nothing. Captain Nebeve?
Huh?
I got something you want.
What? Well, out with it, girl. What is it?
Oh, nothing. You do remember our deal, don't you?
I? Remind me what the deal was again?
That if I defeated Roper Klacks and brought the wind back, you'd give me a lift to the Isle of Elias.
Sure. The day I see a girl like you bring down a powerful alchemist like Klacks is the day I hire a woman to be my navigator.
Well, look at this.
By the balance, girl, that's a strong grog you got there. What is it? Tyron spice wine?
It's the wind. Watch this.
Sweet jowl, that's a strong wind. You got some mighty powerful magic there, girl.
And there's more where that came from.
Care to share some of it with us? With that magic, we could make good time to Guienne. Pick up a cargo full of apples and be back here before the competition got, wind of what was happening.
Sure. If you give me a ride to Elias, as promised.
Balance be cursed. Women aboard? When will it ever end? Jowls, bowels. Be here by this afternoon, or we'll sail without you.
As if you'll get far without my wind magic. And you did say something about hiring a female navigator?
Damnation! Do you insist on remembering every little thing I say, girl? Don't you know that Jal has forbidden women from riding the waves?
Sounds like a bunch of sexist bullshit to me. But it's your choice. I got the wind in my pocket. Now you learn to treat women with a little respect.
I've run out of curses, girl. Jal be damned, I am in desperate need of a navigator anyhow. All right, all right. You be here by this afternoon with your navigator. It's not as if I ever put much faith in the teachings of the drunken prophet Jal myself.
Pardon me, ma'am.
I'm sorry, young woman, but I do not wish to speak with anyone presently.
Pardon me for intruding, ma'am. But is your name Tonlyak?
Yes, I'm Tanlayak.
I have a delivery for you.
Oh, a map of the Northlands. I had almost forgotten I ordered it.
Sorry about that. I came by a few days ago, but you weren't here.
No, I was looking for work. Thank you kindly, young woman. I will need this map now, if I am to make it to Khorasan by foot.
Why are you going to Khorasan by foot?
I can ill afford the cost of passage on a ship bound for the Bay of Fire, and since I do not have a job, nor the prospect of getting one, I have little choice.
Are you from Khorasan?
No, I am from the Southlands. I have never been to Khorasan.
Then why are you going there?
Because I am told that in Khorasan, captains allow women to join their crew. Here, in Marcuria, they do not.
So I've been told. But you shouldn't have to go somewhere else to get a job. That just isn't fair.
Fair or not, it is custom, and custom is a difficult thing to change.
Why are you so depressed?
Is it that apparent to you? I do beg your pardon. It was not my intent to burden you with my dark mood.
It's okay, I don't mind. I'd like to help if I can.
I do not think you can. Unless you were the captain of a ship, and you could hire me as your navigator. But you are not, and so you cannot help me.
You're a navigator?
Yes, and I have a letter to prove it. Do you want me to show it to you?
No, I believe you. And you're looking for a job?
I have been looking, now, for many moons. But most captains do not want women on their crew, and so I am leaving for Khorasan in the morning.
I got a job for you, if you want it.
A job? As a navigator?
Yeah, on a boat called the White Dragon. We're leaving this afternoon, if you're interested.
If you are serious, then yes, I am more than interested. But will the captain allow a woman as his navigator?
This one will, trust me. Because if he doesn't, he's not going anywhere. Just pack your stuff and head down to the docks. Talk to Captain Horatio Nebeve of the White Dragon. Tell him I sent you. The name's April Ryan.
Thank you, April. I am Tun Lyak. I am most grateful to you. Will you be going with us?
Yeah, so I'll see you there.
Thank you so much.
Did you make your delivery to Tun Lyak at the Journeyman Inn yet?
I took care of that delivery ages ago.
Really? Well then, I can finally fire you. You're the most incompetent errand boy I've ever had. Give me the delivery list and get out of here!
I think I left that list somewhere far away.
Ye gods, not only do I have to deal with your incompetence, but now the guild will skin my hide and hang it up to dry.
Remember me?
I'm trying my very best to forget, believe me.
It's the White Dragon, apparently the fastest vessel there ever was, although I'm guessing that'll be kind of difficult to prove.
You have returned from your trip north. It is good to see you again. I was concerned.
You're worried about little old me? That's sweet. And guess what? I kicked some alchemist ass while I was up there. Bet you didn't think I'd be able to do that.
Then you have lost your wager. I knew you would. After all, you are... I was worried because of the trouble in the West.
What did you mean when you said, after all, you are...
Forgive an old man his misgivings, April, but I should have trusted you before.
Of course you should have. With what?
With the truth. That you are the one who will watch over us for 1,000 years. That you are of the balance, and the balance is in you. That you are the one born into the heaviest duty of them all. You are the guardian to be, April. The 13th guardian of the balance.
No! No, that's a lie. I'm not your guardian. That's not possible.
It is certain. I had my doubts, unfortunately. It could have cost us the balance, and I made a mistake. But it is certain now. You are stronger in the balance than anyone before you.
God damn, Cortez, he didn't say anything about... If I'd known, I wouldn't have come here. I would have... I don't know what I would have done, but I wouldn't have come here.
Maybe he did not know. Or maybe he did. And he knew it would be wiser not to tell you. But I am telling you now because you cannot stay here. You are too valuable. You must leave.
I don't want to leave.
You must, April. The Tyrant are gathering their forces on the border to Ireed as we speak. Come next week, this city may be under siege, and then you will not be able to leave.
Well, I'm supposed to board a ship for Elias this afternoon.
Then go. The islands are far away, and the Tyrant do not have ships. Before you go, I want to give you something to carry with you. I spent the night looking for it in the Enclave. It has been gathering dust for over 10,000 years.
Oh, Tobias, I can't accept anything that old.
You are not accepting it. It is yours. The Fathers have only kept it safe for the day when the 13th Guardian would come to collect it. And now you are here. Please, take it. It is the talisman of the balance, known to but a few. It is mentioned in one text only, the Scriptures of Reunification, one of the 13 Scriptures of the Balance.
What does it do?
The Scripture speaks not of its purpose, but it is yours, whatever it is. I am certain it will help you once you find its purpose. It has strong magic, very strong.
Thanks, Tobias. I really do appreciate it, even though I wish I didn't have to accept it.
You are the guardian, child. Your fate is both glorious and terrible. But it is your fate. If you deny it, you deny our future. But I have faith in you, April.
That's what I'm afraid of. What if I screw up?
The balance provides. The balance protects. Trust the balance, and trust yourself. Goodbye. And good luck on your journey.
The Talisman of the Balance. Tobias gave this to me.
Finally, we are ready. And we must away before it's too late. We still have another 6 or 7 hours of daylight today. Come aboard.
Did I tell you how much I hate water?
No.
Well, remind me to tell you sometime. Oh, God, my guts have been cleaned out and I still feel sick. Why does the horizon have to keep rolling back and forth like that? That's the cargo hold and crew quarters down there. My bed's conveniently located right below the opening to accommodate for those refreshing saltwater showers. It's the apple barrel. It's half empty, and aside from whatever fish we're able to catch, those apples are the only food we got on board. Those are the captain's private quarters and offices. It's a glass orb with a strange magical glow. It could be some kind of compass, I guess. It's the, wheel? Is that what it's called? It's Tunlayak, the navigator. Hello, Tun.
Are you enjoying the ride, April?
I'd enjoy it a lot more if the ground wasn't moving.
But the ground is not moving. The boat is.
Hey, you try and tell my stomach that. How are we doing on time?
With the help of your magic, we are crossing faster than I had ever thought possible.
Give credit where credit is due, Lyak. This ship is the fastest there is. I can outrun a shadow ship in this old lady.
When will we be on Elias?
By sunset tomorrow, if the wind holds.
How fast is it possible to travel by sea?
I do not know. I have heard tell of a ship that once went so fast it took to the sky and disappeared. From time to time, sailors spot the ship as it floats across the heavens. It is said to be an omen.
The Flying Dutchman, right?
No, they call it bad luck.
I have a question about your compass.
Of course.
What kind of compass are you using?
It is just a normal spirit compass. When we are not navigating by the stars or by the sun, we use this.
What's a spirit compass?
I forget that you are not familiar with the sea. A spirit compass points always to the magical North Pole, and thus we may navigate according to it. It is very precise, and less affected by a strong magical source.
Thanks, that's all I needed to know.
I hope this knowledge made you richer.
Keep her steady, Tun.
I will, April.
It's Captain Nebeve. Captain?
Aye, what is it?
How long will it take us to get to Elias?
We should reach the island by tomorrow night, unless we get bad weather.
Any chance of bad weather?
Well, as any experienced sailor will tell you, the weather is a freakish thing, and you never know quite what to expect. But no chance of a storm at all, or my nose would be itching.
What does your nose have to do with the weather?
Well, that's a story, be sure of that.
And?
That's all. It's just a story, and you'd better be sure of that.
I'd like to hear that itchy nose story.
Why?
Because I'm sure it's a real tall tale of the sea, filled with bravura adventures and victories snatched from the rabid jaws of certain death.
I had a bad accident with my nose hair scissors, and ever since that day when the weather's acting up, my nose itches.
You gotta be careful when you trim those nose hairs.
Aye. I've come to that realization on my own.
Do you know any sea shanties?
I'll be thanked I do not know a single one.
Not even a ho-ho-ho on a dead man's casket or something like that?
If I went ho-ho-ho on a dead man's casket, girl, the crew would tie me up in the hold. With good reason, too.
Would you like to learn a sea shanty?
No. Actually, there is nothing in the world I want less than to learn a sea shanty. I would rather stick my head up the arse of an Elguan who's just had a dinner rich with beans and light a torch.
I feel in the mood for a shanty.
And I feel in the mood for a keel hauling.
Thanks, Captain.
It's actually Captain. Please try to remember, and while you're at it, cut back on the scurvy sea dog shtick, would you?
Just trying to fit in, sir.
You have as much chance of fitting in here as I do growing a second head, marrying myself, and moving to Khorasan to start a pottery business. Oh, and before you leave, mind you only take 2 apples a day from the apple barrel. We're running a little short, and aside from fish, Jal forbid, we have no other food on board. Watch! My nose is itching. Are you sleeping on duty again?
Storm front! West! Heading our way! Looks like a right old bugger, too.
Aye, by the mercy of Jal, it's a chaos storm. Where in damnation did it come from this quickly? And what's pulling it here? Navigator, change our course. We must away from the storm front and to safe harbor.
Uh-oh. I just felt a cold shiver running down my spine. Ugh, gross! People do not toss the apples back into the barrel after eating. Here's a nice plump one. It's a sturdy wooden chest. It's empty. I don't look forward to another night in those. I had a dream I was on a roller coaster all night long, and I can't stand roller coasters. It's a small axe. It's a flour sack. It's a big fat worm. It got away. got me a worm. And this is good because... It's a hungry-looking worm. Captain? Sir?
Leave me be, girl. I have work to do. We must avoid the storm lest it comes on us like Jaw's calloused heel and crushes us.
But we're still going to Laius, right?
Ha! You can forget about that. We must avoid the dangerous waters of the islands and head straight for Guienne if we're to stand a chance of outrunning the storm.
But I have to get to Laius as soon as possible. The fate of worlds depends on it.
And the fate of my ship and my crew depends on us changing our course for Guienne. Now leave me be.
What's going on, Tun?
A storm approaches, April, and it is no ordinary storm.
What do you mean by no ordinary storm?
Look to the clouds. Do they appear normal to you?
They look strange, it's true.
It is a chaos storm. A strong storm caught in a magical vortex, drawn to strong magic like bees to honey. I have never seen one with my own eyes, but I have heard stories.
What have you heard about chaos storms?
That they appear only rarely, and that they signify great and terrible events in the near future. It is also said that they are weapons used by the Dark Lords of Chaos to hunt and destroy those strong in the balance.
Can we escape a chaos storm?
If we run fast enough and reach safe harbor, perhaps. I have not heard of a chaos storm to last more than a single night, and this one is still quite a distance away. But it gains fast. I do not know, April.
Will you still be able to get me to Laius tomorrow?
I am afraid not. The captain has ordered our course changed south to get us away from the rocky waters around the islands. We are about 3 days away from Guienne, but if the weather improves before then, perhaps he will be willing to turn about. But I would not count on it, April. He cares much for his ship and for his crew, and he would not risk it for anything or anyone.
You still need my magic to get wind in your sails.
The wind seems to be picking up on its own. Thus Nevervey has no need for your magic, April. I am sorry, but once we reach Guienne, I am certain you will find passage to the islands.
I don't have 3 days, Tun. The balance is failing.
I am sorry. It is out of my hands.
I'll let you go back to work.
Thank you.
Get to it, little guy. Eat your heart out. Captain?
What is it now?
Captain, the worms have invaded the apple barrel.
Cursed be the balance. First the storm, now this. Is there no end to the horrors? Let me see. Jowl's infected arsehole, you be right. Those are worms, all right. Vicious, snarling wheat worms driven mad by their hunger for a change of diet.
As far as I could tell, that was the only apple infected. But I could be wrong.
Good of you to catch it, girl, before it's spread any further. I'll have to go pluck the apples immediately. They must be saved.
I can't do that while somebody's around. Do you want me to relieve you at the wheel for a while?
I am not sure if this is such a good idea, April.
What's the big deal? I just hold it straight, right?
Well, I could do with a short break to stretch my legs. Fine, but I will be back soon. And if anything happens, just call out for help.
Of course, thanks. So if the compass was pointing in that direction when we were on course for Elias, and now it's pointing in this direction... Oh, hell. I'll just wing it. Use the Force, April. After all, who's the chosen one here? Ton, need some assistance up here. I think I may have strayed off course a bit when I was at the wheel.
I did not feel the boat turning.
Well, I have a feeling we're gonna miss Gien by a couple of 100 kilometers if you don't correct our course.
Let me check the compass. By the balance, you are right, April. It is good you were aware of your mistake, or we might have ended up pierced on the deadly reefs of Tagate. I will correct our course immediately.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, I let you take the wheel. I'm just glad we are back on course.
Yeah, back on course. Is it my imagination or is the storm getting closer?
By the balance, you are right. The storm is catching up with us. We might have to ride it out. It is good we are nowhere near the islands, or we would have to worry about reefs as well.
Reefs? Nobody said anything about reefs. Ton, I have something to tell you.
Captain! Sir! We need you on the bridge. The storm is closing in.
By the foul bowels of Jol, you're right, Lyak. It's closing in faster than any storm I've seen or heard, chaos or otherwise. It's like it's chasing something or someone. All right, listen up. The storm's going to hit in an hour or two. And I want everything to be ready. Tighten the hatches, strap down the cargo, wake up the watch, and by Jol's big toe, someone put a lid on the apple barrel.
Oh, God, that's not nice. He looks very busy. She looks busy. Hammocks. It's a sturdy wooden chest. It's empty. It's a sturdy wooden chest. It's empty. It's a sturdy wooden chest. It's empty. I'll just get in trouble. Besides, it's open.
What is that? What is that you have there?
It's a talisman bestowed with strong magic.
What? You put a magical talisman next to the spirit compass? Are you completely daft, girl? Do you know what you've done? By Shall, I should throw you overboard. Give it here. This talisman has the mark of the balance and of the sentinel. This is an object of great magic. The balance be cursed, girl. What by Jarl's hideous countenance did you think you were doing?
I didn't think it would do any harm.
Are you this stupid, girl? Do you think this a game? I should never have made that deal. Women at sea. Jarl was right. Damn his immortal soul to the darkest pits of chaos. Get your arse to the brig right now and stay there. When? If we get to land, I'll see you before a court, or may Jarl's assassin strike me down with his three-bladed poison sword. Check the compass, Layak, and correct our course accordingly. And don't let this wench touch anything from now on, you hear? I need to place this accursed talisman as far away from the spirit compass as possible.
She looks busy. What just happened? Uh-oh, this can't be a good thing. It's locked with a big padlock. It's locked with a big padlock. It's been a while since I chopped firewood, but I think I'll be able to knock the lock off pretty clean. Oh, shit!
Thank the balance she's all right. Are you all right, April? April? Are you sleeping? She's sleeping, bless her little heart. Boy, is she cute. Too bad she's just a chick and not a bird. April, wake up!
Crow, I was so worried I thought the storm got you.
Me? Honey, I'm the sidekick. Didn't you ever read any legends? The sidekick always survives.
So you're fine?
A few singed tail feathers, and I'm so charged up sparks fly when I try to peck something. Other than that, better than ever. The sea air does wonders for my allergies.
I didn't realize you had allergies.
Exactly.
Do you know what happened to the crew?
As far as I know, they got away in the lifeboat.
There was a lifeboat?
One of those magic fold-up tights, yeah.
I guess they forgot all about me.
I think the captain said something like, "Hey, let the wench drown and justice be done." But, I could have been wrong.
Any idea where the lifeboat is heading?
South, I guess. From what I can remember of the old man's stories about the sea, Tagade would be the closest civilized island.
Any idea how I'm gonna get to the islands now?
You could swim. Humans swim, don't they? They must, or you wouldn't be here now.
I don't swim. And nobody can swim that far. There's no land visible in any direction.
Well, I'd suggest flying, but you don't have the necessary equipment.
Why don't you try and find the closest island?
I could do that, but I'd have to leave you on your own.
Crow, I'll be fine.
All right. Don't blame a bird for trying to be a gentleman. Gentle bird, whatever. I'll be back as soon as I can. Don't go anywhere.
Where would I go?
Girls always disappear on me. Trust me.
I'm a long way from anything. I didn't know the ocean could look so big. This is all that's left afloat of the White Dragon. I'm either the luckiest person alive or the unluckiest person about to die a slow, horrible death. What the hell is that? Uh-oh, for some reason the story of the bloodthirsty cannibal merman of the Sea of Song suddenly pops to mind. Hi, do you speak Arcadian? Guess not. Doesn't seem so bloodthirsty and cannibalistic up close, though, does it? Hey, come over here and let me pet you. You're just like a seal, aren't you?
Oh, bloody typical. I told her. She didn't believe me. Girls always disappear on me. Always.
It's a drawing of a man cutting his finger open and squeezing some blood into a bowl together with some green, mossy stuff. Then he mashes it together and... oh, gross! He dips a black pearl in it and eats it. That's barbaric. Maybe the stories about the cannibal mermen were true after all. But hey, in the next one he seems capable of speaking fluently with the creatures that brought me here. I wouldn't mind that, if it could get me the hell out of here. The walls look organic. And those blue things... I think they're polyps of some kind. They live inside the wall and are part of the structure. National Geographic would go nuts over stuff like this. There's fresh oxygen coming through here. These polyps must process the oxygen in the water somehow. That's how I'm able to breathe in here. It's a drawing of a man, a human, sticking a strange polyp-shaped object into his mouth. Ugh! In the next drawing, he seems to be able to breathe underwater. Convenient, if somewhat radical. There's fresh oxygen coming through here. Oh, this is so disgusting, but I have to get out of here. They must have built that house specifically for air-breathing creatures like myself. It's a big seashell. There's a large black pearl inside the seashell. The seaweed here is so thick and tangled, it looks almost deliberate. It's a more person. God knows what sex it is, but I'm sure it's not the one that kidnapped me. That one had smaller wings. Nice tail. Lucky me, I'm stuck at the bottom of the sea with Bubbles the mermaid. There's got to be a way to communicate with these creatures. It's a spear. A harpoon, I guess it's called in maritime terminology. Sorry. It's a pretty blue crystal.
It's a glowing green substance that's spread evenly across the walls, providing light and heat.
It's a drawing of a man mixing some green, mossy stuff with his own blood, applying the mixture to a black pearl, and then eating the pearl. Afterwards, he's able to speak with the mermen. It's the crystal I took from the Marian's home. Nothing happened. If this gets infected and I have to chew off my finger to fight the gangrene, I'm suing somebody. Ouch. The things I do to save the world. Worlds. I've always had trouble swallowing pills, especially huge golden magical ones. Well, here goes nothing. Ooh. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, we understand.
Weird. I have this nagging feeling in the back of my mind that I shouldn't be able to understand what you're saying, but I do.
You have passed the 2 tests of the Gatherer, Landwalker. Breathing water and speaking the tongue of the Merum. You can serve us now.
Serve you?
You have been brought here to serve us as the Gatherer of Tanyan.
What's Tanyan?
Tanyan is life. Tanyan brings light to darkness and sustenance to our caves. Tanyan keeps the snapjaw from our children and heats us when it is cold. Tanyan is life.
Where does Tanyan come from?
Our gatherers collect it from the caves and shores of the islands, but there is less Tanyan to be found each season, and we need help.
How does Tanyan do all those things you said?
Tanyan provides warmth and light. It draws the harvest close.
Harvest?
The creatures of the sea that we eat. The golden tail, and the weed-eye, and the sand-eater.
Fish. You're talking about fish.
The harvest, yes. That is what we said. The harvest is drawn to the light and to the heat. But the snapjaw are clever. They stay away. They know the light allows us better aim with our spears.
Why can't you gather Tanyan yourself?
We do, but we cannot move far from our cities, or the snapjaw will hunt us and eat us. If we travel in force, we leave our men and children without guard. And we cannot travel too close to the islands, or the winged demons may catch eye of us. They leave our gatherers alone, though, so you have nothing to fear.
Who are the winged demons?
Ugly, leathery creatures who defy nature to fly up there in the sky. They are evil and live to destroy our people.
Don't the snapjaw kill the gatherers?
Rarely. Your meat is bitter and tough, not soft and tender like ours.
I won't ask how you know that. I think I've learned enough about Tanyan for now.
You have learned nothing, but your training will teach you what you need to know.
Are your people called the Miram?
We are the Miram. Most landwalkers call us mermen or merpeople, but the Miram was our name in truth.
Who are you, ma'am?
We are the queen of the third city of the Miram, enlightened keeper of the Tanyan, protector of the light.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, I really had no idea you were a queen.
We are just a queen. Our function is to serve the people, to light our cities, provide food for our men and children, and to protect them from the snapjaw that hunt us in the dark.
Do you know where my ship went down?
The vessel you foolishly travel in above the water, it rests not far from the city, just past and beyond the Landwalker's bubble where you were first brought. I think it is dead.
Where did you say I could find the shipwreck?
Just past and beyond the Landwalker.
Do you know the island of Elias?
Yes, we know the island of Elias. Our gatherers find Tanyan there, and the Miram once had a city in the shallow waters below it.
Can you bring me there?
Until your training is complete, you cannot go gathering. We cannot risk losing you to the Snapjaw, or to have you desert your duties to our people.
How long will my training take?
6 cold oceans.
6 years? Sure, that makes sense. Everything in this world takes ages. I've been told that you worship an old god who lives in the deep.
How did you come by this forbidden knowledge?
I picked it up on my way here. Could you take me to him?
You? No, we cannot. Unless you are Miram, you are not even allowed to speak of our sleeping god.
Thanks for your time.
We will call on you soon to begin your service. Until then, you should stay inside the Landwalker's bubble and away from the dark waters where the Snapjaw lurk. Leave the spear be. It belongs to the water still.
Sorry. The Snapjaw's keeping to the shadows, waiting for me to get close enough to attack.
I'll save it for when I really need it.
It's the precious substance called Tanyan. Can we talk for a minute?
Yes, Gatherer. We may.
Who or what is the Water Stiller?
The Water Stiller is in our prophecies. She is the Landwalker who will make us a people united and end all strife.
So you're at war with other Miram?
No. And so the time for the Water Stiller is still to come. We are at peace with other Miram.
What else can you tell me about the Water Stiller?
She will come among us by providence, and she will take something from us that we have kept hidden for many generations.
What is it the Water Stiller will come to take from you?
We do not know, but she will open up the ancient shrine and bring light to the darkness. She will destroy a Snapjaw with her spear, give witness of her mission, and then she will reunite us.
She sounds like a swell person.
She is the Water Stiller. She is prophecy.
Thanks for your time.
My time is yours, Gatherer. Leave the spear be. It belongs to the Water Stiller.
Sorry. It's a big seashell. They must have built that.
I'll save it for when I really need it.
Do you need this?
No. It is of no value to us.
Where did you find it? It looks very old.
I believe one of the children found it just outside the city, not far from the Landwalker's bubble, among the seaweed by the rocks. We have used it for decoration in our hall, but you are welcome to it. Consider it a gift, Gatherer.
It's a big seashell. Here's another one of those crystals buried in the sand among the seaweed. by the amount of seaweed, it's a long time since anybody's been in there. It's a long spear with hooks, probably a harpoon then. This inscription looks like a huge pyramidic structure with an eye in the middle. This inscription looks like a fish. It's inscribed with the image of a wave, probably representing water.
It's one of the 2 crystals I found inside the abandoned cave.
This ring is inscribed with the image of a bird. This ring is inscribed with the image of a clay pot. Crystals on the altar light up the entire cave. It looks like some kind of visual history of the Maram people. According to this first tablet, oh my god, it turns out the Maram came to Earth inside a type of spaceship from another planet. They're aliens? Not that anything should surprise me at this point, but still. They look very different back then, though. It must have been a long time ago. Their ship looks to have been a living thing, according to these drawings. Wait a minute. Could this be their ancient god, one of the dragons? I think it has to be. After they arrived on Earth, their species divided in two. One crawled into the sea, the other onto land. What does that mean? This must be a while later, because the Merim look like they do today. At least the ones who went into the sea do. The other ones? They have wings. If I'm going to guess, I'd say that the ones who went to live on land became the Elation, which means the Merim and Elation are related. In this one, they're living close to each other and in peace. And it seems they share equally in the production of tan yen, which attracts fish for both peoples to eat. Then something happens. Or, it looks like, and the Merim and Elation move away from each other. In this last one, tan yen is beginning to become scarce, and the Merim are losing many of their young ones to the Snapjaw. They fear the Elation, and they forget their common heritage. At the very end, there's a prophecy, I think. The Merim and the Elation joining hands once again. When they do, tan yen becomes plentiful and both people prosper. It's a circular indentation framed with the image of two dragons biting each other's tails, almost exactly like the markings on my talisman. Talk for a minute.
Yes, Gatherer. We may.
Why was the cave with the altar and the wall painting just outside the city abandoned?
What? Show us this cave. Immediately.
I lit the cave by placing the crystal from your palace together with 3 more crystals I found on the altar and moving the stone rings into their correct positions.
Can it be that you are... But you are a gatherer. You cannot be she.
Who can't I be?
The Water Stiller. She who, by prophecy, will deliver us from strife and unite us as one people. She who will uncover the ancient shrine.
Looks pretty ancient to me.
This is the shrine, yes. And you have brought light to the darkness as well. But the other prophecies, you have not fulfilled them. You have not proven yourself to be the Water Stiller yet.
How can I do that?
Come back with us, and we will tell you.
Who is the Water Stiller?
She is of the prophecies. She will bring an end to strife and unite our people.
How can I prove that I'm the Water Stiller?
You have uncovered the ancient shrine and brought light to the darkness. But this could be just chance. You must show us the witness you carry of your mission to the balance.
The talisman! Damn, I lost it when the storm hit us.
You must also kill a Snapjaw with a spear. And then you will have proven yourself to us. Once you have done this, we will aid you in your quest to make us one people.
Where do I begin?
Take this spear and slaughter a Snapjaw. This must be done to prove your strength, and to prove you are of the Merim.
Where do I find the Snapjaw?
If you are the Water Stiller, you will find a way.
need something to bring back to prove that I killed the Snapjaw. This tooth will do just fine. Oh man, that's sharp! I had no idea Snapjaw had razor teeth. If I did, better not think about that now. Here's a tooth from the dreaded Snapjaw that guarded the shipwreck, proof of my strength and courage.
You have fulfilled that part of the prophecy. If you fulfill the rest, we will acknowledge you as the Water Stiller.
Here's proof of my mission. A magical talisman with the sign of the balance. It means that I'm the 13th guardian of the balance.
You have fulfilled that part of the prophecy. If you fulfill the rest, we will acknowledge you as the Water Stiller.
Can we talk for a minute?
Yes, Gatherer. We may.
Thanks for your time.
My time is yours, Gatherer.
I'm wet. It's a small niche containing what appears to be a shard of a stone. It's a piece of the stone disc. No, wait. It's only 1/2 of a piece. It looks like it's been divided in two. Strange. I've taken from you the object you've kept hidden for generations. It's part of the disc that will restore the balance and save the twin worlds from chaos.
You have indeed fulfilled all but one of the prophecies. You might yet be the Water Stiller. We would not have thought she would come in our lifetime.
Good. Then you'll take me to your sleeping god.
There is but one more prophecy you must fulfill.
There's more? Sure, there's always more. That's the fun part about prophecies.
You must unite our people once again.
But you said you were united, that there's no strife between Miram.
The Water Stiller will come to bring our people together again, to unite us and save us. This has still not come to pass. Until you do so, the prophecies of the Water Stiller have not fully come to pass.
I think I know now what the prophecies mean when they say your people will be reunited. The Miram are at peace with each other, yes? But you're not at peace with the Elation, the Wind Demons.
They are our enemies.
Right now they might be, but it wasn't always like that. Not according to the carvings in the Temple Cave.
What do you mean?
Once upon a time, long ago, the Miram and the Elation were one people.
What? This is heresy.
I'm just telling you what I saw in your temple. This was a very long time ago, and the one species soon divided in two. One sought refuge in the sea, the other on the winds. But both the Miram and the Elation were dependent on the other for various reasons, amongst them Tenyen, which was abundant where the two people lived in close proximity to each other. Apparently, there was peace between your two people for a very long time, but then something happened, something that caused a war to break out. Both the Elation and the Miram moved far away from each other, and ever since then, your people have had a tough time finding Tenyen. I think the only way to save the Miram from a slow death, and the Elation as well probably, is to reconcile you with your, common ancestry.
How can we believe you, Waterstellar? Your words are too outrageous, and the consequences, were you to be speaking the truth, are grave.
If you don't believe me, check out the temple walls. The whole story has been recorded there, probably when you first came to this place.
But what will our people say? What will they think when we tell them they are brothers and sisters to the winged demons?
You're their queen, and so you'll have to make them understand and accept their heritage. As must the Elation, I expect, and I don't think it will be any easier for them to come to terms with their history.
You must go to them, then, to find if our temple speaks the truth, and if they are willing to speak with us like civilized people.
I guess I must, Waterstellar or not. If you don't reunite with them, you will die, eventually.
We will bring you to the shores of their closest island, and we will await word from you on their answer.
Does this mean you believe me?
You are the Waterstellar. You are prophecy. We will follow your directions and fulfill our destiny. One of our people will bring you to Alais, a night's journey from here. Once there, you will find the Elation and speak with their leaders. If they agree to meet, then we will do so in a place of your choosing.
I promise I'll do my best. Goodbye.
Safe journey, Waterstellar. We will hold on to the piece of the disc you found in the temple. If the winged demons, the Elation, agree to meet us, we will bring the stone.
Emerald green and clear as the morning sky. It's perfect holiday water.